I was fishing by the riverside at night when I saw a ghost. That night my friend and I were fishing along the riverbank. At around 11 p.m., a huge fish suddenly took my bait. I kept reeling it in and reeling it in, but just as it was about to reach the shore, the fishing line suddenly snapped. At that moment, I noticed a strange footprint in the mud. The footprint looked like it had just come out of the water. The entire river became eerily silent, and then from somewhere in the water, I heard the sound of someone walking. But when I shined my flashlight, there was nothing there. Suddenly, my float started moving sideways. Then a second later, from the water, a pale hand, white as paper, emerged and grabbed the float. Around its wrist was a red string with a small bell attached to it. At that moment, I remembered something. A few months earlier, a young woman had drowned herself in this river. People said that on her wrist she wore a red string with a small bell tied to it. My friend and I ran for our lives, but just as we were driving away, I glanced into the rearview mirror, and beneath a tree by the riverbank, I saw a woman standing there, and in her hand she was holding the fishing rod I had left behind. After that night, I never went back to the Tongwi River again. My friend Lao Chen sold all of his fishing gear. Sometimes, when I suddenly wake up in the middle of the night, I can still hear that faint ringing of the bell. Even now, I never go outside after dark. I keep the TV on just so there's always some sound in the house, because I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of the silence. I'm afraid of the sound of footsteps walking through the water. I'm afraid of that pale hand, white as paper. And most of all, I'm afraid that the little bell hanging from that red string might one day find its way around my wrist and never let go.